Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Totti with the cross. Oh, well played. Oh, he's found support out wide. Very nicely done. And they've got a throw. Valde. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's rising! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chiellini, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, look at the space here. Knocks it into space. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold. And the volley. He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Milan has the chance to go the other way. Still goalless at the moment.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckham. Now it's Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Looks to the other side. And that has left him in a heap. Now this could be a chance.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. Ronaldinho plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Milan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to...
Joe! That is some save from De Gea! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Olmo. Oh, that's still... He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played into the box. And this is Ibrahimovic! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. And the shot! And again! They've scored! And there is your opener. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Silvestre gets it clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Donadoni in acres of space. Towering header against the crossbar. Totti. Indonesia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Well read, nice interception. Totti going about things with real menace. Shevchenko. Can he get it through? And that was asking for too much.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Indonesia with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And we are back on the way. Indonesia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Edmilson. And it's Balde. He's having a pop! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Araujo. Still just a single goal between the sides. Nico Williams. Donatoni. That's Beckham. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to play it through.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Beckham does well not to be outdone there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Balde gets across to intercept that. Totti looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball. Well seen, saw that coming. Could move up a gear here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Shevchenko. Williams. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Totti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So what can they make of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He has found the way through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found a way, and the shot! Delicious from Jude! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It's all becoming so easy. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Out towards the flank. Ball swung in. Now that looks a decent ball. Donadoni. That's good defending, very good defending. Duke proves too strong. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially, we know he's got the pace, but he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination, as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And he was quick to react. Juke. Hazard tries to pass it through.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And he's being shifted off it. Donatoni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, this looks sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Olmo. Here's a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Short changes him with that pass. Great vision.
Al Nassr really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with Rizal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Juke in the hunt and looking threatening. Ronaldinho tries to play it through. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Serginho looking to play him in. Now it's Darwin. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rizal. Serginho. And Rizal. Beckham. Looking for the run. Now he's off and running. Now it's Darwin. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Danny Olmo, and the shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ibrahimovic might just make this. And here's Ronaldinho. Now he's got space here. It's a goal kick. No way through there. Has a look and plays it forward. Little pass back. And he's had it nicked away. Indonesia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Ronaldinho plays it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aims beyond the defence. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. The boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Indonesia with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. Down to business again. Indonesia leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That is a brilliant interception. Can he get on the end of this?
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then,
Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Beckham, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
Delivered in. FC Tokyo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rizal going face-to-face with his great rival. Silvestre is onto this. Now it's Donatoni. Donatoni. Showing good feet. Now the ball in. Ronaldinho! Goal! Ronaldinho at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And that's another throw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Stood up well to him there. Henderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Diouf.
Diouf clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That has not gone well. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Lopez. And this is Berbatov. Beckham. Spread neatly. Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
It's out for a goal kick. And he's found a way past. And here's Berbatov. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Great defending, strong and determined. Henderson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Now, can they get him away? He's found space here. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, they could break here. Rizal going after that.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. That's the throw. Rizal has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Berbatov. Lopez. Lovely feet. And it's made its way to him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Donatoni, and he's been shifted off it. Zanetti. And the shot's on. Great chance! That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Tunisia go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Tunisia just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
FC Tokyo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Belletti. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rizal.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Belletti. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. In towards the back stick. Cleared away. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution.
Ibrahimovic is behind this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Beckham! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Donatoni. Zanetti. And Rizal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he latch on to this?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Off target by a whisker. Now it's Batistuta. Filippo inside. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
FC Tokyo restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Dani Olmo. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. And this is Inzaghi. Forced to go back. That's destined for the flank. Oh, well played, well played. And they can counter here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. Into the lead once more. That was a given. It always was.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, some tackle that. That'll be a corner.
Coming on the field is number 7, Neymar.
Tries to get it clear.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
McAllister, FC Tokyo are looking to break at pace.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
McAllister tries to play it through. Duke wants to run onto this. Silvestre and Rizal. Got a Tony. Silvestre. McAllister. Batistuta. Rizal. I think we're just about done here. That's a shade optimistic.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And this is... And the shot! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Number 18, Donadoni.
And now he has two.
Ronaldinho.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank.
And this is Inzaghi. An uncompromising challenge. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Chips it through. Diouf. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well, he's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Indonesia, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Drama over the penalty spot. It's a goal! Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
And yes, it's him again.
Number 6, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And a quick reminder today.
Ibrahimovic taking it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Howson. And here's Dembele. Pull it. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Donadoni. Dani Olmo. And it's Dembele. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's fabulous. That's an excellent interception. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Dembele. Pull it, and he shoots! There it is! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Belletti. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Dani Olmo. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's... And the finish! Has another go!
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's got away. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Messi taking charge of the dead ball. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Ronaldinho.
Kuching City really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Almost half an hour in now. Donadoni. And Silvestre. Silvestre, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Donadoni. Pings it across. And it's Belletti. Gives it back. Delivered low. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Kuching City have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He came in hard, very hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Rijkaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckham. Ronaldinho. Juve. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Dembele. Oh, this is a very good run. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a change. Oh, what has happened here? And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Tunisia finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Your eyes on your children during
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever. That ball looks a good one, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Not the most convincing of passes. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kuching City appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Hullet. Vieira knocks it out wide. Ball swung in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Juve currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Donatoni. Very nicely done. Oh, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. And they win it back again. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos making good progress. He can run onto that, and this is Messi. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Bullet certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Donatoni. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Substitution in progress.
Deftly away. It's a searching pass. And the pass is intercepted. Indonesia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. They've got a corner here.
Substitution.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. That's really well cleared. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Beckham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Kuching City clearly now in lead preservation mode. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Oh, nice touch.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Rijkaard is fouled. Rafael Varane. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos scooting forward. And the number on the board is 3. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time...
And he shoots! He's got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Donadoni receives it in a good position here. Forced to go back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. Silvestre. He has a look up. And the shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Look at the shoots! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception, well timed. That could spell trouble. No, that was never going to make it. Park Ji-sung to Okugawa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Closing in on goal. Takes a shot! Well taken goal. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Kyoto Sanga cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Great charge, surely! Oh, terrible pass. Almost half an hour in now.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! And that's a tidy finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Good read, needed to be. Beckham. Ronaldinho. Oh, this looks sharp. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. Dani Olmo. Donatoni. Chance here to counter. Park Ji-sung. Foot in. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. He's cut it out. And that is well cleared. And this is Ibrahimovic.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Okugawa. And the referee has signalled for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So, really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully put. He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now this could be a chance. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Donatoni. And they can counter here. And it's Ronaldinho. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Deftly away. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Dani Olmo. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well cleared. Indonesia have it back and can go again.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's picked his way through. Park Ji-sung. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That'll be a throw. Space for him to turn and look. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. A heavy challenge. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue. And
oh, he's been caught on it here. Spread it left. And it's Endo. Nice sequence of passes. And he's had a shot! But he's left disappointed. Danny Olmo. A quick look, thought about cutting. He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Number 22.
Indonesia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
He decides to cross it. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's shifting through the gears here. And they've got rid. Donatoni. Nicely weighted. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that pass just didn't quite work. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, delightful ball. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 18, Donadoni. Number 80, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field, number 21, Hazard. Number 9, Bayern.
Kyoto Sanga are making a change now. So who's he going to be aiming for here? What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Ibrahimovic.
Kyoto Sanga really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Header! Oh, he's hit the bar! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Out towards the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Oh, that's delightful. Looking for the run. Swings in across. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ibrahimovic does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And the shot is having a shot! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Indonesia illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.
Please be
But as
made
we have
aware.
seen... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Deftly away. Played with finesse. And it's Olmo. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Schmeichel with the clearance. And they've got a throw. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal's cross. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Villa. Muscular approach does pay off here. Still goalless. Yamal. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Donatoni. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pedri. And Yamal. What's going wide left? And he's picked it up out wide. And the shot! Oh, this looks sharp. David Villa. And now the breakaway. Now it's Yamal. Rijkaard. Belletti. Dani Olmo. Now, can they get him away? It's come to nothing. Pedro Porro. Shifted upfield. And it's Pedri. And it's Porro. Half an hour played now. Now it's Pedri. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to pass it through. And that has been cleared. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a sweeping chance for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And he's managed to get rid. That's a throw. Morata. Distributed tidily. Yamal. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Nico Williams unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Dani Olmo. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Little pass back. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Yamal.
There will be one
In
minute
early.
added time.
Baresi gets it away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Lenormand. Williams. And it's Pedri. That's tidy. He's chosen to go back. This looks decent chance! Off the post! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's where it came from. He's played it back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Williams. Looks across and plays it in. Bout of passing here, really easy on. He's having a pop! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Now it's Williams. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baresi. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. This is a promising build-up. Williams. Almost an hour gone.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Spain can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Over to the right flank. Nico Williams is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the shot! That's going to go a long way. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Substitution.
Delivers with whip. Keeper's dealt with that. And a chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition...
Can he finish? Well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Number 6.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have further activity on the bench here. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting. We'll see how it develops.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Goes back, and it's Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Ruiz. Pedri. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And if you have just joined us, still... Pedri! Just eases him off the ball. Oh, good spread. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Al-Kubasi attempts a clearance. Throw-in. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Donadoni. Coming on to replace him is...
Lovely feet.
Kukcu.
And the shot! And that's a good finish. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That was a given. It always was.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 20, David Villa.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
David Villa.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, what a be quick to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Crosses it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Belletti. Played into space. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking
There will
stuff.
be 5 minutes added time.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Impressive jump. He will be livid with himself. Belletti. 5 minutes to add. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard running with the ball. That's destined for the flank. Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. Oh, great leap!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Villa. Now the delivery. And that should get the job done. Dani Olmo completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much...
And the shot! Goal! Brazil!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's picked it up out wide. McAllister. Oh, great leap! Oh, good finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That has been slung wide. Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
That's not going far. Just eases him off the ball. Danilo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Savinho in acres of space out wide.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's McAllister. And here's Dani Olmo. Driven in. Impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Douglas Luiz.
Brazil really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
David Villa.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. Now it's Bojan. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Joelinton. Savinho. That is lovely. And it's made its way to... Takes a shot! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Dani Olmo. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Here comes another cross. Tries to get it clear. Dani Olmo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking to play him in. Neymar receives it in a wide position. And it's Joelinton. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go.
Fabinho! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bojan. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great chance! It's hit the upright. He doesn't look too happy with that. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Carlos Augusto. Bruno Guimaraes.
2
Linton.
minutes has been indicated.
Over to the right flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely bit of skill. In with the challenge. Cuts it back. He's cut it out. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Indonesia are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Brazil get the second half started. Neymar, he has found the way through. Douglas Luiz. Now it's Neymar. Bruno Guimaraes. David Villa. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. And it's Danilo. Savinho has it out wide and in space. Luis. Now this could be a chance. Look at the space here. Now there's a... He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Neymar with the short one. Savinho. And the finish! And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Neymar. That has been cut short. And it's Linton. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bojan. Ibrahimovic currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a decent clearance. Delivers with wit. He leaps for it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Linton. And it's Neymar. He's on it, and the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. For Joelinton. Danny Olmo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Neymar picks it up out wide. Neymar knocks it into space. Now the cross. Rijkaard. David Villa. Oh, they can break here. Now it's João Pedro. Played out to the left flank. And it's Neymar. Joelinton! Sensational from Joelinton! A finish of true class! And they're back in front! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Substitution.
Brazil have their lead. Danilo spots it and intercepts.
Indonesia may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Bruno Guimaraes shifted it to the flank. João Pedro, and here's Neymar for Joelinton.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Distributed tidily. Bojan Krkić going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's João Pedro. Douglas Luiz. And it's Danilo. Throw it. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And here's Neres. This is a promising build-up. And it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Indonesia very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Lovely, now then.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Brazil have a free kick.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 9, Bayern. Coming on the field is number 19.
Douglas Luiz.
Messi.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's picked his way through.
There will be
And
3
he's been
minutes
shifted
at
off
a
it.
time.
Goes down, but nothing given.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. And Danny Olmo. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And that will be it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. And Boyan! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Vargas. That's going wide left. Space for him to turn and look. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Silvestre played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Rijkaard. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservative...
He's had a shot! There it is! The first significant strike. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He is just caressing the ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's hoisted clear. And they're quick to get it back. Vidal. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Ibrahimovic constantly looking for the ball into the box. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Oh, great leap! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Rijkaard. That's a sharp pass. Takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Chile really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
McAllister is the team's great visionary. Now it's Villa. David Villa! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Impressive jump. Maripan gets it clear. And it's slung out wide. Silvestre. But that has not gone well. Played out to the left flank. And the shot! Eduardo Vargas finds himself offside. David Villa does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maripan. Distributed tidily. And it's Vidal.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Villa, and the counter is on. That's been slipped through. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He'll try from distance. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking to play him in. Rijkaard. That's a lovely, delicate pass.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Vidal. And here's Vargas. Vidal. And Vidal! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Vidal certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Indonesia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Aquí están ambos equipos preparados.
So let's get the ball rolling. Indonesia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Vidal. And that's going right the way across. Some good work on the right flank here. Spread it left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Vidal. Can he finish? He doesn't look too happy with that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Dani Olmo. And it's Bojan. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vidal. He's looking wide. Still just a single goal between the sides. That's good play. That is lovely. Delivers with whip. And that should get the job done. Shifted it to the flank. Incoming delivery. Silvestre getting this one clear. Rijkaard. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
It's a promising position. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Silvestre. That's destined for the flank. He's through here. Now it's McAllister. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Vidal.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Played out wide. Played out to the left flank. Oh, nice touch. Has to go back here. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nicely aimed pass. And this is Bowie. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Vidal. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's looking wide.
Chile really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shifted it to the flank. And he's cut it out. It's a pretty loose pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
McAllister. Shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
McAllister really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Cambio en Chile. Número 25. Número 15. Número 14. Entran número 10. Alexis Sánchez. Número 20.
And he's there to clear it.
Cambio.
Chile are looking to go forward now. Alexis Sanchez. Nicely spread. Indonesia, moments now away from seeing this one out.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Spread out to the left. That's going across goal. Cleared without hesitation. And we're done. Indonesia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. David Villa voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.